A psychometric chart is a graphical representation of the physical and thermal property of moist air. Okay. It plots various parameters such as dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, dew point, related humidity, specific humidity, you can call also humidity ratio, enthalpy, that is the total heat content, and specific volume. So today we are going to discuss how to read a psychometric chart in a very easy way. It's not a very complex topic. Okay, it's a very simple thing. Every technician and HVAC related technical persons should know about psychometric chart. It will very helpful for you to know about the properties of moist air. So that's why I want to tell you in the details about this psychometric chart. So as I told you, psychometric chart is a graphical representation of physical and thermal property of moist air. Okay, we are going to discuss what are the things, technical things we need to know about psychometric chart before to view the chart. Well, in the psychometric chart, you will find one horizontal line. So this represents the dry bulb temperature. Dry bulb temperature means the temperature of air measured by standard thermometer exposed to the air. You can measure the dry bulb temperature by a normal thermometer. That is dry bulb temperature. The unit is, you can measure it in Celsius or Fahrenheit. Then the vertical lines on the psychometric chart represent humidity ratio. Also you can say it specific humidity. So this line will present to humidity ratio or specific humidity. What is specific humidity? The specific humidity means the mass of water vapor present in a unit mass of dry air, typically expressed in gram per water per kg or grains of moisture per pound. 1 pound is equal to 7,000 grains. So by this psychometric chart, you will found how much grains of moisture available in 1 pound of dry air. Okay. Third thing, you will get to know about related humidity, and this line you can see here, the curved line. So this is the related humidity. So the what is related humidity? The related humidity means this is the ratio of the current amount of moisture in the air to the maximum amount of moisture the air can hold at the same temperature. It is expressed as a percentage. You can see this is the curved line. So this is the represent our related humidity curves. The unit should be measured by percentage. RH means related humidity. Then this vertical line, you can say it's a dew point line. The horizontal line that is corresponds to the humidity ratio. Okay. Then what is dew point? The temperature at which air becomes fully saturated with the moisture and condensation begins. So that's it, dew point, assuming constant pressure and no change in the moisture content. So let me explain you in the details. Dew point means, suppose inside a room the dew point is 15 degrees Celsius. That means if you put any materials below than 15 degrees Celsius, then it will be started condensation. As an example, above than, suppose you took a water bottle, the temperature is below than this, then it will start condensation. Then vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? Why it is important? Because the vapor pressure expressed by water vapor in the air. It is exerted by water vapor in the air, typically expressed in mercury per inches per mercury, or expressed in Pascal or millibars, like, right? Then also you'll get to know the specific volume of the air. That means it's mentioned cubic feet per pound. Okay, that means 1 pound of area, 1 pound of air can take how much area? Okay, So that's why it is very important to know the specific volume. The volume occupied by the unit mass of dry air, usually expressed in cubic meter per kilogram or cubic feet per pound also. Then also you will get to know enthalpy. Enthalpy is the total heat. That means this is the sensible heat and latent heat. That the unit of enthalpy is BTU per pound of dry air. That means how much heat available in pound of dry air. Okay, so that is enthalpy. That means the total heat content including both sensible and latent heat, it is expressed in pound of dry air. Also we'll get to know wet bulb temperature. The temperature recorded by the thermometer covered with a wet soaked cloth over its bulb, which considers evaporative cooling. It reflects the lowest temperature air can reach through evaporation. Okay, so we discussed about the technical definition of all the things. Now we are going to discuss about the details. We are going to read the thermometer. I have two temperature I have mentioned here. Uh, One is room inside temperature and outside temperature in Dubai. The room temperature is 24.5 degrees Celsius and 70, if we will convert to Fahrenheit, this is 676.1 degree Fahrenheit, and outside temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, that is 91 degree Fahrenheit. Related humidity is 56.7% RH and outside is 60% RH. So how we'll get to know the wet bulb temperature, enthalpy, specific humidity, dew point and specific volume. Then we'll compare both data accordingly. Let's start. Okay, so we know the room temperature inside and humidity. Okay, so you can see here this is the dry bulb temperature I put. This is the dry bulb temperature and second line represent the humidity. Okay, so this is the humidity line, this is the dry bulb temperature line. This is the point I got. Okay, now I will put draw a line which will be connected for enthalpy and specific humidity. Okay, so you can see here, so this line present to enthalpy and specific humidity. Okay, then this is the dew point line. You will get to know the specific humidity as well as here you will get to know the humidity, and this is the specific volume of air. So let's go into deeper. Wet bulb temperature. Okay, so this line present the wet bulb temperature. Okay, wet bulb temperature. So it's here, like our wet bulb temperature is 64.5 degree Fahrenheit. That means it is 18.0 degree 0.05 degrees Celsius. Then enthalpy, it connect here. Enthalpy shows that 74 grains per pound. That means this is called specific humidity. Specific humidity says that 74 grains per pound, and enthalpy here it shows that 28.5 BTU per pound. That means in 1 pound of air 28.5 BTU heat is available. Then specific humidity, this it's here. You can see this is 74 grains per pound. That means 1 pound of air you will find 75 grains of water moisture. Okay, 1 pound is equal to 7,000 grains. Then dew point you can find here. Dew point says that 59 degree Fahrenheit. If you convert into Celsius, it says that 15 degrees Celsius. Then specific volume. This line represents our specific volume. It shows that 13.7 cubic feet per pound of air. That means 1 pound of air can take 13.7 cubic feet. Okay, so this is the data for inside the room temperature. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the outside temperature in Dubai. The outside temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, that is 91.4 degree Fahrenheit. I put a line here, draw a line here, and the humidity it says that is 60% RH. I draw a line here in humidity line. It is this curved line represent the humidity. Then by this point we are going to know the enthalpy. specific humidity, dew point, and specific volume. Well, so this is the line I put here. You can find this is the specific humidity. Okay, the specific humidity says that it is 185 grains per pound, and then this is the line represent our wet bulb temperature and enthalpy. The wet bulb temperature is 88 degree Fahrenheit. That means if you convert to Celsius, it is 31.1 degree Celsius, and the enthalpy shows 64.5 BTU per pound, uh, uh, 54.5 BTU per pound of air. Okay, the enthalpy we found, and the specific humidity also we found, dew point we found here, and specific volume line is this line. The specific volume shows that this is 14.9 cubic feet pound of air. That means 1 pound of air can take 14.9 cubic feet area. Okay, so let's do the comparison. Okay, where the inside temperature was 24.5 degrees Celsius, humidity 56.7 degree 7% RH, outside temperature was 33 degrees Celsius and humidity was 60% RH. Okay, so here is the data. You can see the wet bulb temperature change from 18.0 degrees Celsius to 13.1 degrees Celsius. Enthalpy change 28.5 BTU per pound to 54.5 BTU per pound of air. Specific humidity change 74 grains per pound to 185 grains per pound. Dew point change 15 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. And the specific volume of the air also changed from 13.7 degrees Celsius cubic feet per pound to 14.9 cubic feet per pound. So that is how you can check the psychometric chart to know about property of air, because the psychometric chart is a graphical representation of the physical and thermal property of moist air.